Robin Wolf called out to me from the back of the bus. "Hey Dana, do you like purple?" Let me tell y'all a little bit about Robin Wolf. Robin Wolf first started picking on me in the 3rd grade. And I've told bits and pieces of this story before, and I was talking to my husband about it. He's like, "I don't think you should use her name." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm using her name as often as I can and as loud as I can. And one day, somebody will get back to her. She'll be in the audience." In the 3rd grade, that was the year that I very first started being bullied by Robin Wolf. All of her friends, and lots of other kids too. I was called all kinds of names. I mean, I was 8. Think about when you were 8. We were little kids. And I just never knew what these bullies were going to be doing next. It made me really shy, really insecure. I would just go home at night and stuff my emotions. I mean, this wasn't a time when bullying was even talked about. And I was embarrassed to even tell my mom and dad. So this happened all through grade school and then into junior high. And that's when the bullying, was getting so much worse. And then one day, something happened. It was a beautiful fall day, and I remember what I was wearing because I pretty much remember what my whole life according to what I was wearing. Oh, I can tell you. I had on a pair of plum-colored slacks. This is 8th grade, plum-colored slacks, and a matching dyed-to-match plum-colored sweater. And for the 8th grade, I was pretty styling. And I loved this outfit. I loved my clothes. And I got on the bus that day in my fabulous purple outfit. So we come back to Robin Wolf. She calls from the back of the bus. "Hey, Dana, do you like purple?" I whipped around and looked at her in the eye, and I said, "Yeah, I do." You guys, I don't know what happened, but this was the first time I ever stood up to Robin or any of these other little bullies. I watched her eyes just pop out of her head. She didn't know what to say. At the time, I didn't realize it because, I'm 13, right? Not as sophisticated as 13-year-olds are today by any stretch. But my fabulous purple outfit was giving me the strength to stand up to these girls for the first time. I wish I could say that I was never picked on again. It makes me think of then moving out of, I was in Missouri, St. Louis, and moving to Colorado. And I'm like, "Ooh, good, new school." And don't get me wrong, I had friends, but this bullying from time to time had just been going on and on and on. And I'm like, okay, good, no more bullying. I try out to be a pom-pom girl. Who doesn't want to shake the pom-poms, right? And you try it out in pairs. And the girl and they wanted you, at the very end, they wanted you to be able to do the splits. And you were both supposed to have the same leg in the front. Wow. She couldn't do it with her left leg in the front. I couldn't do it with my right leg in the front. And so I'm like, we're just going to do splits. Well, neither of us made it. But guess what? She blamed me. Told all of her friends in our PE class that she didn't make it because of me, and more bullying went on. But even when people were making fun of me and I was feeling really insecure, I still loved my outfits. The purple one didn't fit anymore, but I still loved my outfits. And so I loved clothes. I mean, from like age 5, we're talking, I loved my clothes. And I went into college to be a fashion merchandising major, and I worked in retail management and just clothes. And then one day, I got fired. And I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, but I knew I liked helping women feel great about themselves. And I loved helping women go home with clothing that made them feel amazing about themselves that they wouldn't have found on their own. So when I heard about image consulting, I knew it was what I was born to do. And the rest is just kind of history from there. Today, I'm actually grateful for those bullies. Grateful for Robin Wolf. Take that, Robin. Grateful for you now. Because they helped me realize that when you love your clothes and you love the way you look, you don't have to give your power over to anybody. It helps give you confidence. It helps you feel great about yourself. I encourage you all to take that little bit of extra time to choose clothing that you love, not something that's like, okay, this fits, it's fine. But truly, take the time to decide, what does this make me feel like when I put it on? Do I feel like a superstar? Am I unstoppable? Do I glow in this? Do I care what anybody else says about it? You should love it that much so that you can just become that really unstoppable woman that you are. Thank you.